One word to describe Mr. Breeden: determined. Anything that he has ever set his mind to, he's achieved. And that determination is shown day after day.
I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, and there were two sections of Richmond. Well, the so-called the wealthy people were, and the average people, you might say, and I was in the average group. I had a great life, had a great family. Some people say, did you come from a wealthy family? I did. Wealthy, not in the sense of money, but my parents loved the children, and we had a good family. My first job was a paper boy. We collected on Fridays. If a homeowner didn't pay you that weekend, I didn't get paid. So it was the first lesson in running a business, really. My father always told me, he said, son, the only way you're gonna get anywhere in life is be in business for yourself. And so today I tell people, they can do anything they want. It's how bad you want it. And I wanted it bad.
One word that comes to mind when I think of Mr. Breeden is driven.
Honorable, inspirational.
I'd probably say meticulous.
Articulate, powerful, energetic, charming, good-looking.
It's hard to sum somebody up like that in one word, you know. Tenacious is a very good word.
Ray looks at everything differently. You know, there are things that he sees that we don't see.
I would say Ray Breeden is a very driven, focused individual who never takes his eye off the ball. He is thinking about business morning, noon, and night.
Mr. Breeden's success came as a result of consistent hard work. He worked with people early in his career that were just top drawer. So he took all that and added that to, just his desire to be successful.
Mr. Breeden is so warm and communicative and personable, but something turns on in him when we get to the office and he becomes Mr. Breeden, the businessman. And I like that about him. He can turn it off and then he can turn it on.
He's a very successful person, but I think there's a certain blue-collar side to Mr. Breeden. He's not afraid to go in and meet with a banker and then go put plywood in his Mercedes, so.
You do things yourself, but you don't do it at the expense of other people. No matter whether it's at this home or whether it's at my farm or whether it's at my business, treat other people the way you want to be treated, and that's what I do to this day.
And he's so generous, and he cares about families. He cares about animals, which is one of my most important things in my life are my animals, and I love that side of him, truly.
Ray Breeden is a compassionate man. My dad's focus outside of the business has been support for animals and not wanting to see them suffer.
My sister was 5 years older than I am, so we did not do a lot of things together. The dog or the cat were my companions, really. So I've always liked animals from that standpoint.
Ray, he's very interested in education, animal welfare, and in the arts. He feels like those are the three pillars of the community, if you will. Ray says, you know what? From a domestic standpoint, no one can take care of animals except for humans.
He won the First Citizen Award of Virginia Beach through the SPCA, and you don't win that award without having a vested interest in the community.
I think he is very much driven by community involvement, not only in the Virginia Beach area, but really throughout the state.
A few months ago, I got us published, and I couldn't wait for Mr. Breeden to get to the office.
She's so happy. She said, Miss Breeden.
Here we are. We're number 20 on a list of 30. And he looked at me and gave me a smile, and I said, what?
She said, you don't look too happy. I said, well, why aren't we number one? See the difference in thinking, wow, I want to be number one.
Mr. Breeden taught me excellence is the standard. There is no other way except excellence.
On the refrigerator, we post work anniversaries, and there are hundreds of people that have anniversaries that are in excess of 10 years. So I think that's a testament to Mr. Breeden, how he treats his employees, and really the tone that he sets.
His passion for the business is, I would say, the same today, if not more, than it was when I walked through the door 30 years ago. He once told me, My idea of a vacation is sitting in my office behind my desk making deals. Now that might not be my idea of a vacation, but that's what it takes to have a company and see it succeed.
You know, you hear the term all the time as a self-made person. Ray came out and had a vision of what he could do, and he has done it.
He just keeps going, and it's so fun because his enthusiasm is infectious and keeps us all going too.
I've always believed in controlling your own destiny. I really have. I don't want somebody doing it for me. I want to do it myself. That's my challenge. It's how to do it, how to build a business, how to keep people employed. And I don't think about it. I don't measure me by success. I really don't. I just keep doing what I do. I could have retired 40 years ago, 30 years ago. I just enjoy it. It's my hobby.